worked on the new show Pixie Hollow Games. It's a one-time special that we'll be seeing in the fall on Disney Channel. Helen produced the show, and Brad's the director. And can you tell me, what is Pixie Hollow Games?
Pixie Hollow Games is like the equivalent in Pixie Hollow of our Olympics. So it's a big sporting event, takes place every 4 years, and each talent guild has 2 teammates, and they all compete against each other.
And what kind of sports can we expect to see in Pixie Hollow Games?
Oh, all kinds. There's several events that the fairies participate in, and they're just a lot of fun. Each one is a great deal of fun.
And so I understand that the old favorites are still there. We have Tinkerbell, Rosetta. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the new characters?
Yes, there's Glimmer and Rumble, who are storm fairies. Glimmer is a lightning fairy, and Rumble is a thunder fairy. And they're the most amazing athletes in all of Pixie Hollow. You know, they are like Gabby Reese and Michael Jordan or something like that. I mean, they're just amazing athletes, and we wanted to set them up as just these amazing athletes, and you could just tell they're above all the other characters. And they've won 4 championships. They've won the Pixie Hollow Games 4 games in a row, and they're going for, they call it one for the thumb. They want that 1 ring, that 5th ring. So they got 4 rings, they get that 5th ring. So they're going for a record.
I see.
So they're a really fun team.
And what kind of lessons can kids learn from Pixie Hollow Games?
Well, the big lesson is, because Rosetta is our main character, and in this story, she has never been in the Pixie Hollow Games before. She doesn't know anything about it, really. She hasn't paid attention. She just knows that the Garden Fairies have never won since in the history of Pixie Hollow Games, their first time. So Chloe, who's a new arrival, she arrived within the 4 years before this game, these games, and she is the first really athletic and really amazing, like just into sports as a garden fairy, which usually they sort of evolved and not want to be in the games because they lost so much. So because Chloe enters the world and she really wants to be in it, her and Rosetta team up, and Rosetta is the most unlikely to be in the games, but it's her turn. They actually don't want to be in it so much that they actually have to do a raffle of who's the next one in line, and Rosetta gets picked, and it's her and Chloe together. So it's really, you learn that there's more if you really try, and the theme is dig down deep. If you dig down deep and really find out who you really are, you can accomplish anything, and it's a really good message for our audience, I think.
And what age range would you say your audience is? All
ages. I honestly, we never make a movie that is for anybody other than adults. I think Walt said we make movies for kids from 6 to 60, and that's really what we do. We make a movie that we all have fun making and all have fun watching. You know, we're really proud of it. John Lasseter is our executive producer, and he had a big part of helping us develop this movie. And really, we all have fun watching it. Every time we watch it for color or for sound effects or whatever, we have a good time watching it. That's how we like to make it.
Yep. And Disney's so good at that, making sure it's something that the entire family will enjoy together versus something where you're like, oh, I don't want to make,
Absolutely, yes.
And does Tinkerbell play a part in this movie?
Absolutely.
Yes.
She
does. She's on the Tinker Fairy team with Fairy Mary. Oh. So Fairy Mary and Tinkerbell, so they're in it.
And so I know you have the new boy fairy. So are you trying to bring more boys into that, wanting to be part of that fairy universe?
Well, you know, not as far. We're not trying to. We always, you know, I hear from so many people that their sons love the movies, and I've heard, you know, little girls say my dad loves the movie, and you know, so I think we already have that audience, and just again, we make the movies for ourselves. Really make the movies so that we're entertained by them, and we hope that you know, the audience agrees. You know, that's kind of how we look at it.
Well, thanks so much. I can't wait to see it. My boys are actually huge fairy movie fans because my middle son is a huge Peter Pan fan.
Oh, great.
So automatically, you know, Tinkerbell gets pulled into the mix. So thank you for offering another option for us.
That's great. And I really love it. It's just really fun, big sporting event. We wanted it to feel like you're in a big stadium. We have big crowd scenes. Thanks to Helen helping us get the money for that, and she's been amazing. We just have this. It really feels like a big sporting event. So we have fun. We have really fun working on it.
Well, Brad was the perfect director to direct this because he's such a huge sports nut. Oh my gosh.
Well, then it was perfect.
Yes.
Well, thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.